Hi Virgo, welcome back to my channel. You guys are due for a reading, I believe. Let me know if I'm wrong. We just had the new moon in Virgo a couple days ago. As always, this is a general reading, general meaning it may or may not resonate. If you don't feel it resonated for you, I encourage you to check back next week when I do an updated reading. Because tarot is not set in stone, we all have free will, and the outcome of tarot is ever changing. Also, I encourage you to check out your moon sign, Venus sign, rising sign, north node, all that good stuff. Those messages may resonate for you more. All of the decks I pull from will be listed in the description. And keep in mind, we do have a lot of planets in retrograde at the moment, so that could also be affecting the energy within this reading, like Chiron and Mars and Saturn, and a whole bunch of them are currently in retrograde. Pluto is another one. There's like a bunch. There's like 5 or 6. So. And if you are over 21, cheers! If you are under 21, don't watch this video. No, I'm just kidding. Attachment in reverse just came out. So that's good because you're breaking free from something. You're breaking free from an attachment. This could be to a person. Angel of Love came out in reverse. Okay, blossoming abundance in the upright. So you have lots of abundance coming your way in September 2020. Also, abundance doesn't just have to mean money, but it could mean like good things as well. Like you're just having abundance or feeling abundant. Hang on, that one. 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel in reverse. Okay, so some of you guys, you need to work on your crown chakra. As always, what I recommend you do is to go on YouTube and type in crown chakra meditation music. Because some of you, what is a big blockage or obstacle is the fact that your crown chakra is imbalanced or blocked, right? So this has to do with seeing things clearly, whether not just like vision, but like seeing the truth of a situation, seeing the truth of the matter, if you will, seeing things clearly. I think it also has to do with intuition, but some of you guys, that is your obstacle for September. And there are also certain symptoms associated when different chakras are imbalanced. If you want to know more about that, just go on Pinterest. It's a free website. A possible disconnect in matters of the heart could also represent a divorce or a separation. Yeah, this may also be an old separation. This is like an ex type of energy. Some of you may be holding on to an ex. You may have had a really strong connection. You may have thought this person was your twin flame. I'm also hearing the word union. I'm not sure if you were married to this person, but I just heard union really strongly. So some of you guys are finding yourself unable to let go, meaning that you can't get over this old separation. This may also be a toxic or a toxic attachment. But someone here is breaking free from the attachment, possibly to an ex, right? Because the story with this girl, I don't know if you can see, but she is chained to like a post. So, but since I pulled attachment in reverse, this is breaking free from chains, breaking free from a vice, and you're breaking free either from a person or an energy or possibly a toxic ex is what I'm getting for some of you. And you just have to know that you have abundance coming your way. This may represent a new increase in wealth, possibly in a dramatic and unexpected way. You are sowing the seeds of your own wealth and prosperity, much like gardeners plant seeds in the ground and then they wait for the seeds to bloom. The universe is blessing you and helping the fruits of your labor to blossom. So be grateful and enjoy. So some of you guys are going to be having a lot of increase in terms of wealth. Could be other things, but for some of you, this may have to do with your job or career. I don't know if this could be a promotion or a raise for some of you, but you may not see this coming because it may happen dramatically or unexpectedly. So, but it's a happy surprise, I feel. Let's see what specifically it is that you're breaking free from. We're going to go ahead and clarify right now. For some of you guys, as I said, this could definitely be an ex or a toxic partnership or a toxic romance that you had with someone. Union is there. That could represent you thought they were your soulmate, your twin flame. You may have possibly been married to this person already. In the past, obviously. Hang on, guys. My cards are going every which way. All right, one more crystal. Okay. All right. This, by the way, is Ace Pumpkin Cider. It is an alcoholic beverage. In case you were wondering what I'm drinking, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you are drinking. All right. So our crystals are gold, divine intervention. God sends miracles to answer sincere prayers. I don't think I've ever pulled that crystal. Okay, you can expect a miracle to help with the situation that you are concerned about. Prayers from multiple people have been heard and are being answered. This card indicates the need to hear and follow divine guidance. So you may be engaged in a lot of prayer during September. This could also represent somebody religious, like if you're involved with a religious group or a church, something like that, you may have other people praying for you. And specifically what they've been praying for is for you to break free of an attachment. The attachment doesn't just have to mean being attached to a person, but this could also represent addiction. You might have been attached to an addiction of some sort. This substance might have been really toxic in terms of your life, whether it was drugs or alcohol, something like that. But either you're doing a lot of praying, you may have also been praying to the universe, Virgo, to break free. You're like, man, I want to get over this person. I want to stop obsessing over them. I want to stop thinking about this person or this situation. So someone is doing a lot of praying. Sodalite, it says socialize or join in. Make healthy and supportive new friendships and connections by getting involved with a group of like-minded people. So some of you guys are feeling lonely is what I'm getting with these two cards, or your heart has been broken by someone. Whether this ex happened, I'm picking up on 6 months ago. I don't know who that's for, but if you and your ex broke up approximately 6 months ago, one way that you're going to heal from this breakup, from this past person, is by socializing and making new friends. Now, some of you guys are going to be like, well, how am I supposed to make new friends? How am I supposed to go out and socialize with COVID-19? You may end up having to do something like a video chat or messaging on like an app or a website, but don't just feel like because we have coronavirus quarantine that doesn't mean like you can't go out and make friends and be more of a social butterfly, because some of you really need that. You may end up meeting your next love interest or your next relationship through friends, or simply how you are keeping your mind off of this ex or past separation is by keeping busy, by hanging out, talking, and socializing with your friends. I hope that makes sense. We do also have smoky quartz, clearing negativity, release negativity from within or around you. So somebody needs to let go negativity in terms of wealth or finances, because you may be feeling like, I'm stuck at a dead-end job. How am I going to pay my rent? Some of you guys, you may feel like, because we have a message of clearing negativity and wealth, you may not like your job. I'm just going to be straight up honest. You don't like your job. You don't like the people, like the co-workers that you interact with every day. But there is a need to still clear the negativity. And some of you guys, I feel like, are suffering negative emotions because your crown chakra is imbalanced or blocked. But we do have emerald ceremonies and celebration. It's a time of important life passages such as weddings, graduations, anniversaries, and birthdays. This may be another way with sodalite that you are being social. This doesn't just have to represent your friends, but some of you guys have family members or friends who are getting married or getting ready to graduate in December, because some schools, they do have winter graduation for college. You may be busy. September is a really popular month. I think it's for birthdays, and I have no idea why, but a lot of people have birthdays in September, or things might starting to be open up a little bit with COVID. So now it may not be a full wedding, right, with 500 people, but it might be 25 close family members and friends. But my point here is you guys have a lot of events going on in September or October. Again, it is a general reading, so it is not going to resonate for everybody. You also, that could be another way that you're trying to get your mind off of an attachment, whether this is to a person or an addiction, is you are so busy with all of these different events. Some of you guys, it may be your own, but I'm feeling like because I have sodalite, this may represent friends' birthdays, graduations. It could be anything, a baby shower, a wedding, something like that. But I see that things are either going to start to open up more, or you're just going to be very busy having all of these parties and celebrations. I do want to pull some tarot cards because I'm interested to see if your card, the Hermit, Major Arcana, comes out, and if it does, that's great, and if not, then that's not the message we need to focus on. I also wanted to pull my angel cards because I haven't used these in a really long time. Clarify gold. Okay. Page of air. Okay. In traditional tarot, hang on. Sorry, guys. Okay, Page of Air. Anyway, that's my other deck that compares it to traditional tarot. So this person is very logical, honest, but also impulsive and curious. It says challenging information, delays or changes to plans, truth delivered without tact. So there may be something that is a little bit hard for you to hear in September. For some of you guys, it is about, I'm getting like, you really need to move on from your ex because it's been 6 months since you broke up. It may be that we've been praying for you to kick your addiction to drugs or your addiction to alcohol. And the reason I say it's a little bit difficult to hear is because sometimes hearing the truth and hearing the honest opinion of our family and our friends and the people opinion that we care about, sometimes the truth can be hard to hear, but you need to hear it in order for that to motivate you to change or to turn your life around, something like that. That's really what I'm feeling with that Page of Air, is like something is hard for you to hear. Now, energies can always be reversed, Virgo, so this may be you telling a relative or a family member, like, hey, I've been thinking about you, I've been really worried about you, you know, because you ended up in the hospital the last time that you overdosed or drank too much or something like that. I had to call an ambulance for you. I'm getting for something about Narcan and reviving the person. And you're like, I'm really worried about you because you ended up in the hospital. You overdosed. You had to be brought back with Narcan. And you may be telling that to someone, but the truth is they may need to hear that you're concerned and worried about them because of the choices they're making, life choices that they're making. And you may need to have a sit-down talk, like a serious discussion or even an intervention is what I'm picking up on as well. Let's clarify sodalite. Socialize. Ace of Earth, the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. So a lot of you guys, as I said, you may not see this coming, but there is a strong vibe here about job, career, and wealth. So I feel like someone here, very clearly, the message is you're getting a raise or a promotion. Some of you guys, you may be making friends at your job. You may be choosing to hang out with your coworkers outside of the office or outside of the work environment. But you are having not only an increase in your wealth, but the inflow of abundance. Career and business are looking good. Also, you may be signing an important document or contract. And for a lot of you guys, this is a business deal or a business partnership is what I'm getting. Might have something to do with a lease. I don't know if that's a lease to a house, but I heard someone is signing like a lease or a contract. You may be hiring new employees. You may be branching out your company to other companies or business partners. I don't know why I heard boss, because when I was explaining about these two, like hanging out with coworkers outside of the office, okay, you know, Virgo, that I have to call it as I see it. For a small portion of you, this may even include your boss. I'm sorry, but I heard boss very strongly. And there's nothing wrong with, like, I don't know, going out to dinner with your boss or, you know, like having a couple drinks or something. But I feel like if they're your boss and they're like higher up, you know what I mean? Like you guys aren't on the same career level, right? Because there's a message about a power imbalance, right? Between a worker and a manager. Or an entry-level person and a supervisor, but I have to call it as I see it, and you guys know that I'm very honest in my readings. This friendship or whatever, this connection that you're having in the workplace could also be with a boss, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, somebody might be hanging out with their boss, like outside of the office or outside of hours, I don't know. Ooh, Ace of Fire. Okay. An exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. Virgos, if you clear away this negativity, if you clear away the negative thoughts like, I hate my job, I hate my coworkers, I hate the hours, I hate the salary. If you detox and clear away the negativity, the universe is very clearly rewarding you in terms of wealth, abundance, and career. Aces are all about new beginnings in tarot, so that's really good energy. Okay, the Two of Air, being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there is no problem. Some of you guys are like, I am so busy with my family and my friends and their parties and their celebrations that I don't have time to think about anything else. I don't have time to worry about anything else. But the problem is you may be overcompensating, meaning overcompensating your time and your energy by focusing so much on other people's happiness, other people's success, and the rewards, you know, like a graduation or a wedding. But like the heart of the matter is, there's something that you need to make a decision about. This may be a conflict, like you have a party Saturday at 10, but then you have another thing going on Saturday at 11. So this decision may come from whose party do I attend? Do I go to one? Do I go to both? Do I go to neither? You may be like, do I go to one on time and then I'm late for the other? Something like that. I'm hearing a conflict in terms of scheduling or date and time of a party. And again, some of you guys are experiencing this being unable to make a decision or having a really tough decision because your crown chakra is blocked or imbalanced. Some of you guys may be like, I don't have time to think about my ex, like my ex-husband, even though we're in the process of going through divorce because I have too much going on. I'm really busy with work and making money, and then I have my niece's graduation and my cousin's birthday party, and my neighbor is having a wedding, and you're like, I don't have time to think about an old partnership, or an old romance. This person that you had a very strong connection to, which is why I think I heard the word union. Obviously, if you did not have a strong connection with this person, you probably wouldn't have ended up in a relationship or married or engaged. Some of you guys, you may have been engaged to someone, but or you're like, I don't have time to think about my attachment to a person or an energy or a situation. Some of you guys, it is an addiction. And you're like, yeah, I have all these people praying for me, divine intervention, right? God, the universe, the church. And you're like, oh, I don't have to. Some of you guys, this may be, I don't have time to pray because I am so busy focusing on work, having that abundance, getting a promotion, and advancing my career. You know, I want to sign that business contract. I want to seal that business deal. I want to work my way up in terms of the career ladder. And you're like, I don't have time to pray. I don't have time to go to church. I don't have time to go to a Bible study or a Bible group because you're like, I'm just too busy. I believe that in traditional tarot, this would represent the Two of Swords and the Page of Swords, if I'm not mistaken, because air energy in tarot is the Suit of Swords. We do have the Ace of Fire, which would probably be the Ace of Wands. And then the Ace of Earth would represent the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you guys may be dealing with someone who is an air sign, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or someone with really strong air in their chart. If not, you could be dealing with an earth sign, so Taurus, another Virgo, or Capricorn, and then fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be, so don't hit me up in the comments like, well, I'm dealing with a Scorpio. You know, this reading didn't resonate. Some people like to know the energies of the cards, so that's the only reason why I say them. As always, with the crystal deck, I encourage you, don't spend a ton of money because, as I said, tarot is ever changing. If I were to pull crystals again next week, they may be the same, but they also may be different, right? Because there's 40 other crystals in that deck. But if you want to go to like a craft store or a jeweler, type of place, definitely for those of you who are into crystal grids or crystal healing, get emerald, smoky quartz, sodalite, and gold. And as I said, don't spend a lot of money. Just get whatever's inexpensive because it's probably not going to be the same. It may be next week, but it also might not be. And it also depends on what decks I pull from. But that's really what I'm seeing here is if you can somehow get over this separation, whether it's a divorce or an ex, if you can get over the addiction or the attachment that you're feeling towards a substance or towards an individual, if you can work on your crown chakra and get it back in balance, the universe is rewarding you here, Virgo, whether you know it or not, whether you see it or not. And don't forget to clear away the negativity. What you put out into the universe comes back. So if you tell yourself positive affirmations like, I get a raise at my job. I love my coworkers. I get along great with my boss. Some of you guys, not to repeat myself, but it's going to be something about a social event with your boss or your supervisor or your manager. Now, this doesn't just have to mean an affair, okay? For a small number of you, it will manifest into that. But this could maybe there's a party at work and everybody comes, like it's somebody's retiring or somebody got a promotion. It could also very well be a work party. So it may not be like I'm having an affair with my boss, right? You just may have a social invite to a work party where there's a lot of managers and CEOs and supervisors, but also your coworkers are there. I feel like that's the message with these two crystals as well. But the more likely you are, Virgo, when you clear away the negativity and you tell yourself positive affirmations, or some of you guys, the way that you're going to clear negativity is by getting a new job. I just heard that message. Like if you are really unhappy in your current job, why not get a new one? You may need to have a new job entirely to bring in abundance, wealth, happiness, having friendships with your coworkers, getting invitations to lots of social events and parties. But for some of you guys, as I said, clearing the negativity is going to be by leaving an old job behind and getting a new one or getting a promotion, something like that. But I feel like some of you guys are currently on a job hunt, like you're applying to lots of different places or going on job interviews or as I said, just applying to a new job. So I'm going to go ahead and close out this reading. I hope everyone is doing great. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe so we can hit 300 YouTube subscribers. I will see you guys in my next reading. Bye, Virgo.